hello, bonjour, guten tag, hi. Today, on this episode, we're going to be looking at interval sessions. As always, we're going to be looking at what is interval training, why do we use interval training, when should we be doing interval training, and any tips and aims that I've got for you from 15 years of running and Matt has from
many more
50 years from running. So, first off, what is interval training? Matt?
Interval training is a repetition of normally between 100 metres and 2,000 metres with a short recovery. That is the general thing for it.
Yeah, and that recovery could be anything from 30 seconds generally up to, I'd say 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
3
yeah.
minutes is generally the longest kind of recovery you would have. Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes the things you do as a 1500 metre runner, if there's anyone out there aiming for a mile, you can do short reps with 10 minutes recovery, but we'll talk about lactic training in another session.
What we're trying to do is break down, like in theory, when you do an interval session, you should be as tired as what you feel like at the end of a race. You're effectively breaking down your race distance into shorter chunks and running it faster than what you would do in a race itself.
Because then it means that when you come to do that race, it's going to feel easier because, let's say for example, you're doing 1 kilometre reps and you're doing a 5k and you're running 3 minute Ks and your race pace is 320 Ks. Then when you come to run 320 Ks, you're going to be like, oh, this feels easy. I'm used to running 320 Ks, 3 minute Ks, sorry. So that's kind of the gist of why you would do it.
Yeah, it's effectively similar to like you do your tempo runs that we mentioned in previous videos. Like it's similar to that in terms of the effect of your training. It has a certain point and part in your schedule, and you do it like the tempos and long runs. I recommend once a week in your training schedule. If you're a highly trained athlete like someone like Ross, you can interval session twice a week without breaking down, without getting injured, because you're doing the other complementary stuff around it. But I recommend if you're just new to it, doing it once.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, when we and Matt do the Q&As, we can kind of guide you. If you're saying, look, I've been doing one interval training session for a year now, I've got no injuries, then we can look at your training program and go, actually, yeah, you're someone who is ready to move on to 2 interval sessions a week. But I think as a general rule, 1 interval training, 1 tempo, and kind of 1 long run.
Also, one of the best things about interval training is that you can do it in a group. So you can go down to a local club or meet some friends, do an interval session, and you can all start the same reps together. You can do it by minutes and rather than by distance. So you'll kind of run together in your individual reps. So it actually makes it more fun, meet more people, it's more community based than going for an easy run. Say you're a 10k runner who does 40 minutes and you've got a friend who does 60 minutes for a 10k. You can't really run together and get the same benefit. So if you do an interval session, you can get the same benefit together.
Yeah.
Perfect, guys.
Cheers,
nice
guys.
one.